Uh, Hello, and welcome to the Emergencies and Accountability in Raptor Alert training video. By the end of this training, you'll be able to initiate an emergency, communicate using group messaging, take accountability for yourself and any students, staff, or other individuals that are with you at the time of the emergency. You'll also be able to view emergency documents. Let's start at the beginning with how to initiate an emergency. From the Raptor Alert home screen, you'll see it configured a series of emergency buttons, other tabs of information, as well as a team assist button. Now, the buttons that display on your screen may look a little different depending on your district's configuration. To initiate an emergency, you'll tap the appropriate panic button. In our example, we're going to tap lockdown. This opens a screen that allows you to see the location of where the emergency is taking place, that it is the emergency panic button type that you just selected, and where you have the option to select a subtype. Now, although not required, the subtype allows you to give more detailed information about the type of lockdown emergency that it is, such as suspicious activity. The process to initiate an emergency is a little different than how we initiated the team assist, and this is by design. All you must do is slide to initiate. Once you get the slider to the end and release, the phone vibrates and it goes through an initiation process. If your district is configured to turn on Auto Call 911 in the Raptor application for the particular incident type, then a window displays asking if you want to call 911. If you click yes, your phone's native dialer opens with a Call 911 pop-up window at the bottom of the screen. This is an active 911 button that will call 911 and allow you to reach emergency services if clicked. Your district also has the option to send a silent alert to 911 if configured for a particular incident type. When you initiated the emergency, it's important for you to know that everyone at your campus will receive notifications via text message, email, voice phone, and/or push notifications that there is a lockdown emergency due to suspicious activity. The emergency has now been initiated, and on the incident details screen that displays, you'll see information regarding the emergency that was just initiated. And you'll have the ability to perform quick tasks such as connecting to 911, group messaging, and accessing your profile and roster. Now that you've seen how to initiate an emergency, let's discuss group messaging. Group messaging is a powerful tool used to communicate during an emergency, but it should be used with caution. To ensure that group messaging is useful to first responders and your leadership team, please only use the group messaging feature if the information you want to share is relevant and/or actionable. To communicate with your colleagues or leadership, click the group messaging button to display a chat channel. You can enter a note or a message like, Mr. Collins' class is safe in the church across the street, and this will be available for everyone to see. And when your leadership or others add messages, again, they will display for everyone to see as well. A couple of best practice tips for group messaging are the fact that less is more, and to keep it to relevant information only. Again, if you're enabling your location to be shared within the app, then you'll be able to display it by clicking the Share Location button. And clicking the location map that displays will open Google Maps. You also have the ability to connect to 911 from this group messaging screen as well. To exit group messaging, click Close and you'll return to the details screen. If and when others add to the group messaging, the group messaging button will highlight in blue to let you know that there are updates. Now let's talk about how to take accountability for yourself and others using the mobile app during an emergency. From the incident details screen, you can click the menu button where you'll see several options, including incident detail, my profile and roster, reunification, directory, and documents. Clicking My Profile and Roster should always be the first step to account for individuals. When you click My Profile and Roster, either from the menu option or here on the incident details screen, this will display your profile. Now, in this scenario, you're going to be Teacher Robert Collins, and we encourage all staff members to account for themselves first by setting your status and location. Notice that the status and location begin as unknown. So, from your profile, what you're going to do is click on the status area to display a list of statuses to choose from. You'll select the appropriate one, in this scenario, accounted for. Once you've selected the status, a pop-up displays asking if you'd like to also update your location. Click Yes, which opens the Select Location screen. There are multiple ways to choose your location. You can click the Add a Location button to enter and submit it on the fly. You can search for your location, and if it's not found, you can click the Add Location button to again add it on the fly, or you can simply select it from the list if it's already displayed. In our example, we're going to select Auditorium. This takes us back to your profile screen and displays your updated status and location. Okay, so now that you've accounted for both your status and location, we want you to account for your students. And for those individuals that do not have a roster, don't worry. We'll show you how to account for students here shortly. So what you'll do is you'll click on the green View Roster button. Now your roster information is being pulled from your student information system. So whatever is being housed there, well, that's what's going to display here. If you have multiple rosters associated with you throughout the day, you're going to choose which roster you want to look at. Raptor Alert does not look at the time and automatically show you the roster for that time. The app is going to show you a list of all your rosters because we know your schedule is flexible. So if we select fifth period, well, then that roster of students will display. And again, this is something that's being pulled in almost in real time from your student information system. There's a couple different ways to select students that need to be accounted. You can select the entire roster by selecting the Select All checkbox. You can select a specific individual's checkbox, or you can select a group of students by multi-selecting their checkbox. Let's account for a few of those students. If everyone on your roster except Ross, Silas, Calvin, Chester, and Damon are okay and with you in the auditorium, you can select everyone that's with you. Or an easier way is to select the Select All checkbox, and then deselect those that are not with you. Then you'll click the Update Status button. Once on the status screen, select the appropriate status for these students. And in this case, we're going to select Accounted for. This displays a pop-up asking if you'd like to also update their location. Click Yes, which opens the Select Location screen. From here, we'll select or add the appropriate location. And in this case, since they're with us, we're going to select Auditorium. This takes us back to the roster screen, and notice that both the status and locations are updated for everyone except Ross, Silas, Calvin, Chester, and Damon. At the top, it also gives you a breakdown of your roster based on status. All right, so now let's update the status and location for the rest of the students. Let's say Ross and Silas are with us in the auditorium, but they're injured. What we'll need to do is select them both and then click the Update Status button. From there, we're going to select the status of injured. We'll then click Yes to update the location where it can either be selected or added. In our case, we're going to select Auditorium. And now, back on the roster screen, we can see that they've both been updated. Now let's update Calvin, who's missing. So we'll select Calvin and then click the Update Status button. We'll select the status of missing, and this brings us back to the roster screen, which is a little bit different than the process we've been doing, right? Status and then location. Well, when missing is selected as the status, we do not need to select the location because we don't know where they are. This leaves us with Chester and Damon. Now, if they're both absent and they've been marked absent within your student information system, just know that the information will not pull over into Raptor Alert. We want you to manually account for all of your students. So even if they're marked absent in your student information system, you'll need to update their status here within the mobile app. You'll select Chester and Damon, and then click the Update Status button. Then you'll select Absent in order to update their status. This takes us back to the roster screen, and just like for anyone that's missing, we do not need to update the location for any absent individuals. So now you've accounted for the status and location of all your students on your roster. But what do you do if you have a student with you who's not on your roster? What if you're a nurse or a librarian who doesn't have a roster formally assigned to you? Or what if you need to move a large group of individuals from one location to another? How do you account for individuals in these situations? From the Incident Details screen, you'll click the Menu button in the upper right corner. From the menu options, you'll click Directory, which gives you access to everyone throughout the entire building. The flexibility of the directory allows you to efficiently take accountability for individuals as well as make bulk updates, not just to your roster, but to anyone's status as well as their location. The directory offers enhanced search functionality where you can see all people, statuses, and locations based upon your search entry. Quick search topics allow you to search for specific students, staff members, locations, grade levels, and others like visitors or volunteers, assuming you're using the Raptor 6 visitor management solution. Within each of these topics, you have the ability to filter the list to display exactly what it is you're looking for. Quick action tasks allow you to add a person or location on the fly if needed. Let's say we have an individual by the name of Jen Anthony that we need to account for. You can click Student and filter or scroll through the entire list of students. But since it's one student, we'll go ahead and start typing Jen Anthony in the search field. As we type her name, she displays, and notice that her status and location are both unknown. We'll select Jen's checkbox and click the Update Status button. We'll select Accounted For, and then we'll click Yes to update the location where it can either be selected or added. In our case, we're going to select Auditorium. A pop-up then displays stating that the status and location have been updated, and you can see that Jen's information displays the updated status and location. Click the X button to clear your search criteria and return to the directory screen. Now, there may be times when you don't find the individual that you're looking for, either by scrolling through the list or by using the search field, but that's okay, because there's also the quick action to add a person. This allows you to take accountability for anyone that you need to. So let's say you have an individual in front of you named Sarah Jones. In order to take accountability for Sarah, you'll need to click the Add a Person button. From there, you're going to select the type of individual, and in this case, we're going to select Others. On the Others screen, you'll be able to access your device's photo capturing app to take a photo of the individual, so your district has a visual reference of the person. Then, you'll need to enter the appropriate information for them. First name, last name, date of birth, and if applicable, their address, city, state, zip code, phone number, ID number, family member, and any specific notes that are needed. Once the information is entered, click Submit. When you click Submit, the newly created individual's profile will display. So, we'll click Status, and then select Accounted For. Then, click Yes to update the location, which will select Auditorium. And now, back on the individual's profile screen, we can see that their information has been updated. So you've seen how to account for the status and location of individuals using the directory. But like I said earlier, the directory allows you to efficiently make bulk updates, not just to your roster, but to anyone's status as well as their location. So let's say everyone that is currently in the auditorium is now moving to the gym. There are multiple ways to do this using the quick search topics. You could click the Students button and then filter to only show students in the auditorium, but the easier way for this scenario would be to simply click the Locations button. Then you'll select the appropriate location, in this case, auditorium. You select the individual checkboxes, or in our case, simply select the Select All checkbox, and then click the Update Location button. Then you'll select Gym. A pop-up stating location updated displays with the number of individuals that have been updated. Now let's take a look at how to view documents within Raptor Alert. You can see any documents that your district or campus has chosen to upload and or categorize by clicking either the Documents tab on the home page or Documents from the menu option. You can see documents such as school maps, emergency operational procedures, lockdown drill guidelines, general emergency response information, or any information that your district or campus wants available to you at all times. You should now know how to initiate an emergency, communicate using group messaging, take accountability for yourself and any other individuals, as well as viewing emergency documents. Thank you very much for watching the Emergency and Accountability in Raptor Alert training video, and have a wonderful day.